My fellow Nigerians, it's high time we address the story of Seun Kuti, because Seun Kuti is also receiving a backlash from the incident of Falz the Bad Guy and VeryDarkMan. And people are deciding also not to go to Seun Kuti's upcoming show in Egypt. Let's reason together for a moment. I would say this, that fellow Nigerians, honestly, I understand the passion and commitment we all have for justice, fairness, and accountability. These values are what make us a resilient, extraordinary people. But today, I want us to pause and reflect deeply before making judgment about Seun Kuti, a man who is now caught in the crossfire of a conflict he never created. Let's first acknowledge the gravity of the fight between VeryDarkMan and Falz the Bad Guy. Both are individuals who have made significant contributions to our society in their own ways, and their disagreement has understandably stirred strong emotions among us who tends to be the fans. But I think dragging Seun Kuti into this storm may not be the path of fairness or wisdom. Here are some reasons we must think deeply before making the decisions not to go for Seun Kuti's concert. I believe Seun Kuti is a peacemaker, because Seun Kuti's decision to remain a middleman is not a betrayal. It is an act of diplomacy. He kind of understands that taking sides would destroy bridges that may be essential for future dialogue and reconciliation. True leaders often choose silence to neutralize or to avoid worsening conflict. Let's look at the legacy of Baba Fela. Seun Kuti carries the weight of being the son of Baba Fela, a man who stood for justice, freedom, and the voice of the oppressed. Seun Kuti's silence does not mean he's ignoring the values he has inherited. It simply means he's choosing a different path to honor them. He's walking in a very tight rope between loyalty to his family and respect for his friends. Let us also consider the idea of Falz the Bad Guy and the family ties they have. We must remember that Femi Falana, a senior advocate of Nigeria, and I know when I say some people get upset, and is also an activist, which is the father of Falz the Bad Guy. Seun Kuti has kind of deep personal and professional ties to this family. Asking him to publicly condemn them is like asking him to tear apart bonds that have taken years to build. How many of us would betray those we call family, even for a cause we believe in? Let us also consider the burden of leadership. Leaders like Seun Kuti carry immense pressure. Every word they say or they speak, every actions they take is always being scrutinized. His choice to stay out of this conflict may stem from a desire to avoid inflaming tensions further. He's not running from responsibility. That's not what I'm thinking. I think he's choosing a higher path to keep peace. Let us also consider the respect for cultural or for individual choices. We must respect the fact that not everyone will fight the same battles in the same way. Seun Kuti may have his own plans to contribute to the causes that matter, but in his own time and manner. Judging him for his silence is unfair when we do not fully know his intentions. Let us consider also unity over division. Turning against Seun Kuti would only deepen the divide among us. In our quest for justice, Let us not create unnecessary enemies. We need allies in every corner of society, and Seun Kuti has the potential to bridge gaps that others cannot. If we can also consider celebrating his work, let us not forget the contributions Seun Kuti has made in his own right. From his music to his activism, he has consistently carried forward the legacy of Baba Fela. His silence now does not erase the positive impact he has had or he has made in the society. If we can also understand the complexity of relationship, the conflict between VeryDarkMan and Falz the Bad Guy is very complex, involving personal, professional, and societal dynamics. It is unfair to drag Seun Kuti into a situation where any choice he makes would lead to criticism. And then, let's look at the patience and reflection. Before we judge, let's take time to reflect on the bigger picture. Seun Kuti may surprise us with his action in the future, but for now, his silence is a call for us to remain patient and thoughtful. And lastly, I also think that we need a call for empathy, which I would say finally, let us put ourselves in his shoes. Imagine being torn between a friend and family like relationship. Seun Kuti's silence may come from a place of deep conflict, not indifference. So I would say this to my fellow Nigeria: I urge you to separate Seun Kuti from this conflict. We can hold Falz the Bad Guy accountable without punishing Seun Kuti for choosing diplomacy. Let us not tarnish his name or legacy simply because he chose a path different from what we expected. Let's support Seun Kuti, and I don't think Seun Kuti is a betrayer of VeryDarkMan. It's a recognition of the complexity of human relationship and the need for unity, even in challenging times. Let us show the world that Nigerians are more or less a people who think deeply, who act wisely, and who value fairness above all else. Together, I believe we are stronger. For those who consider not going to Seun Kuti's next show just because of the situation between VeryDarkMan and Falz the Bad Guy, I would love you all to rethink about it and let us make the right choice. And the right choice, in my opinion, will be for us to let the love between us, Baba Fela, and Seun Kuti still flourish. Have a blessed day. What else do you think? If you feel like I have said something that we can agree on, let me know in the comment section. If you think otherwise, please be diplomatic. Let us start having a great conversation around this subject. Thank you very much. Hope to see you all. My name remains the Man of Thought, aka the Villain of Truth, aka the Black Panther of Nigeria. And it has come to my notice that most people do not understand that I have a YouTube channel. Please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Type the Man of Thought 99 and it will lead you directly to my channel. And I've heard that some bloggers are taking up my videos and they are posting them. God will forgive you. So my Nigerian youths, let me hear your opinion in the comment section. Have a great day. Bye bye for now.